Today, I'm gonna show you how to take totally awesome, totally rad 80s portraits. Hey guys, it's officially December. Welcome to the holiday season. Now, whether or not you celebrate Christmas, you can still get lots of value out of this video because I'm going to be showing you how to make those cheesy laser background 80s portraits. I just so happen to be doing it in a Christmas theme so that I can post it on my Facebook and be cheesy for the rest of the month. If you're new here, hi! I'm really excited that you're here. I'm Vanessa. Welcome to my channel. I like to do self-portraits, book covers, anything that's basically DIY creative photography. And yeah, I do everything myself because I am really introverted. Can you believe that? It's really easy to be outgoing when you're alone in your house just talking to a camera. So today's video is in response to a post that I made yesterday on a Facebook page, and the response was amazing. I don't think I've ever had that many people in my life tell me I'm adorable. Thank you so much. I'm extremely blown away by everybody's kind comments, their humor. The whole response was amazing, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. I appreciate it like more than you can imagine. So I absolutely just wanted to take a minute to be like, thank you for being here. Thank you for checking this out. I'm gonna show a little bit of behind the scenes of shooting, but it's pretty straightforward. If you want more information, you can watch the video that I posted yesterday about do-it-yourself back to school photos. Those are just regular photos, but basically the idea is the same. I was using a window for those, so that's probably gonna be more relevant for people that don't have lighting. Unfortunately, me and my kids set up the Christmas tree yesterday in front of my nice big window that I like to use for lighting. So I'm using my indoor umbrella lights. It's just a cheapy kit that I got off Amazon. If you're interested, I have the link below. If it's not working, let me know because one of my other affiliate links wasn't working before. So if it doesn't work, just let me know and I'll get you a new one. But so if you're interested in that, it's there. Let's get started. I'm so excited to be doing this edit for you guys and showing you how to do this. I think that this is pretty simple. You just have to follow the steps and you'll get it done. I am going to be doing my best to go slow, show you every little thing that you can do to get the best image possible. I'm using Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, there is a free program called GIMP. I personally have never used, but I've seen many photographers and people on the internet that say that it's just as good. So I'm sure you'll be able to do this in GIMP because it's not really any super advanced features. Now, first off, I want to say that the black background is really important. So shoot against a black sheet if you have to, whatever you can get that is going to be the darkest background. I have it's actually a really dark blue, but it's so dark that it will look black. I have a little bit of light coming in here. There's different ways that I could get rid of this. I'm going to color pick the background color. Okay, I'm on the paintbrush. I'm just gonna paint over it. Super easy. I have my other image because we're gonna do an overlay. Here's my other image. If I was gonna use this as my background, I could do the same thing with this, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna use my other one. This one's gonna be my main image. Looking at this image, yes, I have lots of space here, and you're gonna wanna shoot so that you have full space around your body, because if this was cropped in close and I had a line coming through my arm or something, it would be really hard to do. But I don't, so I can go to the crop tool here and drag it to where I want it to be. So I'm going to want more space over here so that I can add my other image of myself. If you go to the paint bucket tool and it's still on black, you can just fill that. So now I have my black background. So here I am in my other image that I want. I'm going to use the lasso? I don't know, cowboy, right? Lasso? Anyways, doesn't matter which selection tool you use. You could even take the whole photo if you want to, but I don't need the whole photo. So I'm just going to circle around the area that I want. You could feather it. I'm not going to bother because I'm just going to show you a layer mask and do it that way. So copy, and then I'm going to click onto my first image. And if you don't have a layers panel showing up, you can go to Window, Layers. And now you're going to get this pop up and it's going to show you the different layers, and you work on different layers. So when I click paste, edit, paste, the other image is going to show up on its own new layer here. And I can drag it to where I think I want it. All right. Now here's why shooting on black is super important and makes it way easy. Instead of trying to mask this out, like super close and make sure that it looks all good and whatever, I can go to this little panel here. It says normal. I can go to this panel here, and instead of normal, I'm going to pick either lighten or screen will work because, oh, the background's kind of showing up. So I'm going to go lighten. And anything that's lighter on this layer will show up here, and anything that's darker will go away. So as you can see, the black background that I cut out is now gone away from where it overlays on the lighter area. Now I think I want to flip this. So I'm going to try to transform, flip horizontal. I like that better. Now I'm not super crazy about this harsh line where I cut, and that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to this little square with a circle in the middle and click on it. And this gives me a layer mask. Layer mask, it's always going to be either white or black, and you're going to paint on it with the opposite color to basically hide what you want to hide. So it's like an eraser, but you can go back and forth, but it looks like it's erasing it, but it's not gone, it's just hidden. So paintbrush on black, you can adjust your softness and your size and all this up here. And I'm just going to go big but soft right along the edges, and it's going to give that faded look. Go ahead and play with the size by going to Edit, Transform, Scale. And if you go like this without clicking this little link up here, it's going to obviously get wonky. So if you click the link, it looks like a little chain link. It will keep its proportions. If you want it faded a little bit, you can select the layer and you can change the opacity to whatever you like. I kind of like it all the way. I'll bring it down a little bit. And that's how you add the second person to your image. Now we're going to get started on the laser effect. And you can find different overlays online to add, but I'm going to show you how to make it yourself so that you can pick and choose your colors. My first image, I used purple and blue, I believe, or like a magenta. This one, because I'm making it Christmas themed, I'm going to use red and green lasers. All right, here's the fun part. Let's get those totally awesome laser background put in. The first thing that you're gonna wanna do is go up to this layer up here, new layer. Now it's just blank right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to select white and over here, gradient tool. Now in the gradient tool, there's different options and shapes up here. You're gonna wanna select this one. If you drop and drag this really big, you will get a huge laser. That's not what you want. You just want little tiny lasers. So make little lines just like this, and you'll get perfect little lasers zooming across your image. Let's do that way. Now I want two different colors, so I have to do this on two different layers. This one is going to be my red. So now that I have my lasers, yes, they're white right now, but if you go down to this FX down here and you click on this, you'll get some options pop up and then select outer glow. Now in the outer glow, this panel will pop up with a whole bunch of adjustment options. What you're gonna wanna do is pick the color that you want. So I want green and red. Did I say I was doing red first or green? I can't remember, it doesn't matter. All right, so I picked the color that I want. Okay, and now you can see that it has added this awesome red glow. So it looks like a neon light, and the white part is just the hot spot in the middle. You can adjust the size of the glow and how harsh you want it. All that stuff is all adjustable in here. I like that. That's looking, whoa, that's so totally rad. Okay, so now I have my red layer, my red laser layer, and I'm going to do the exact same thing to make my green. So let's do this again. We'll go up to layer, new layer. Okay, I'm on my gradient tool. I'm on this little, I'm not even sure if it has a name. Oh, it does. It's called reflected gradient. I'm on my reflected gradient, and now I'm gonna put more lasers in. All right, I got lots of lasers in there. I think my other one I only had a few, but I like this. All right, so I have my white lasers that are ready to be turned green. Click on the little FX down here, outer glow. I'm gonna pick my color. I want green. I want some kind of bright, awesome. Yeah, totally. I wanted to bring my size up a little bit. Okay. That's looking way Christmas retro if I ever seen one. Now it's all over my face, and we don't want it all over my face. So just like I did on this layer here with the second girl and the layer mask, I'm going to add layer masks to these lasers. So I click on, I'm gonna work on the red one first, and I'm going to click on this layer mask. Here's my layer mask. I'm on the right layer. Select my brush on black, and I'm ready to paint out the, I'm on red. I'm ready to paint out where I don't want the red, which is coming over top. And I think I want to keep this one coming over top. That's kind of fun, but I'm gonna erase it off of the face and stuff. That one comes over the hat. I kind of like that.
I know that's not technically 80s because they wouldn't have been able to do that with the background, but I'm keeping it. I like it. All right, so red is done. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing with the green lasers. Layer mask. I'm on the layer mask. I'm on black. I got my brush. I'm ready to paint this out. And I like to have it come just a little bit over the body in the hair and stuff because it gives it like a little bit of a glow. So I like that. And there I got it. I'm ready to save my image. So I'm gonna go up here to layer and I'm just gonna flatten image. And that gives me just one layer that I'm ready to save as a JPEG. Yep. A retro Christmas portrait. And it's good to go. I can go get this printed now.
Thanks again so much for being here. I hope that this helped you figure out how to make your own cheesy 80s photos. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I will absolutely get to them. And have a great day. Have fun photo taking.